you're the man, you're going to have to engage. You're going to have to take that first step. You can't be so reactionary to your environment. You have to control your environment.
If you don't have game, you can learn it. And even if you do have game, you can get better at it. And the only way to get better at game or to learn it is to go out. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way. You can learn a whole bunch of books. You can read a whole bunch of theory. You can listen to people on YouTube. The only way to get better at it is to actually do it. It's like everything in life.
It's as simple as that. You don't really learn a lot from winning. I'll tell you this much. I've never learned a lot from pulling. Be honest with you. I haven't learned a lot from going and being successful when it comes to women. You want to know why I've learned a lot? When a dude interrupted the conversation, and now he's the head of the conversation. Now all eyes on him. I've learned a lot from that. I've learned a lot from, it's a mixed set. 2 women and a guy, or it's a group, and they're all laughing. I've learned a lot from that. I've learned a lot from fucking going in set and getting bombed. Y'all know how it feels to be bombed? Just fucking go on stage and bomb? Imagine that, but in a circle of fucking beautiful women. And they all leave. I know how that feels. That's how that works. So all of this, so when I hear people talk about, oh, you need muscle, you need money. Negro, I have all of it, bruh. And I'm telling you, none of that shit will save you. None of that shit will save you. It will, however, give you some lives. And I've used this analogy before. When it comes to a video game, okay? The more powerful you get, the more upgrades you get. So when it comes to game, absolutely. You being attractive, that's a life. You being a certain height, that's a fucking life. You being in physical shape, that's a life. You making a certain income, that's a life. You having an interesting life, that's a life. Right? Now, some of you mofos don't have that many lives. It just is what it is. Some of the stuff you can change, some of the shit you can't change. But if you're overweight, you can change that and get that life. Right? If you're ugly, and most people aren't ugly, they just don't know how to properly groom themselves.
I'm short and balding. Okay, so then shave your head. If you're balding, then shave your head. I don't know what to tell you. Be the best you that you can be. It just is what it is. And you're short, okay, so that means you're self-aware. Self-aware, play into it.
You can have a short nigga who has a personality of a 6'5" and fuck your bitch. And you can have a 6'3" dude who has the personality of a fucking 5'1" dude. And he's gonna get an L every single time. I don't know what's wrong with you. All these women, here's what you need to understand when it comes to height and all that. That shit don't matter, bruh. It don't matter, fam.
Oh, the reason why some of these women bring up your insecurities, because you bring them up. The reason why some of them bring them up is because you bring them up. And you don't even have to say it sometimes. They can just see it in your demeanor, right? They can just see it in your demeanor, how you walk, right? You looking around. They can just see it. There's nothing, what do you want me to do about my head? I can't do anything about my head. It is what it is. It is what it is. My focus, if you're focused on my forehead instead of me, my game is weak. Let me rewind that again. If she's focused on your shortcomings instead of your game is weak. I'm gonna spit it back to you a third time. If she's more focused on your shortcomings than your game is weak.
That's how that works, bro. They will put pause. They will put pause on whatever principles that they have. 90% of women, best believe it. 90% of women, fam. Okay? That's what you have to understand. At the end of the day, they're women. Okay? They're women and you're a man. She got a vagina, you got a dick. You were made for each other. All right? So they want to fuck just like you want to fuck.
You have to better yourself. And sometimes, guess what? She just may not fucking like you. At the end of the day, there have been times where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. She was laughing. I looked nice. My muscles, it wasn't too much because there was a point in time where I overdo it with the muscle shit, right? The problem is that attracts the wrong attention in some cases. The problem is it attracts the wrong attention in some cases, okay? And it also places you in a certain category. Because women have categories just like men have categories. And some of those categories are fuckboy. Now, some women like that. Don't get me wrong. Those women are fucking toxic, but they're fucking amazing. But in some cases, that's how it works. Sometimes less is more. It just is what it is. So that's why I realized when it comes to balance. But you only learn this once you go out. And here's the thing. My game, there are certain tenets of game that's ubiquitous, that no matter what you do, who you are, there are certain points you have to hit. However, my game is suited for me. I say jokes. I push buttons. Okay? There are levels to this. It's kind of like chess, right? It's like, hey, you know what moves you need to do to win. Then there's another level. You know what your opponent needs to do to win. Then there's another level, right? You get what the fuck I'm saying. Where each one knows what the other person thinks that they know about them or what they know about themselves to do, right? There's levels to that. So you have to build your game off of you. So if you're getting women who are giving you the cold shoulder, figure out fucking why. A woman can tell when a man is used to women. She can always tell, oh, he's comfortable around women. That means he gets women, right? Because no man is comfortable around women that doesn't get women, or is at least not used to being around a female presence. That's not how that works. So when you get a little too comfortable, right, then it's like, you seem to be a player. And then you have to go down that rabbit hole. You seem to be a man whore. You're a little too comfortable. So then you go down that down that rabbit hole, and you develop game to rebut that. No, I just got sisters, so I'm used to hanging around the friends or whatever. No, I just got a lot of female friends from work and everything. I'm used to hanging around them and stuff like that. Or no, I'm just whatever it is to stray off her danger sense, okay? Whatever it is to dull her spider sense. That's all you have to do. That's why it's so important. There was a concept in game called inner game, and that was so more important than outer game. Because at the end of the day, the worst thing I've seen happen, and I've seen men and women do it, the worst thing, Negro, you can do, the worst thing my ninjas can do is mold yourself to her. Oh, you might as well get a vagina. Go to the doctor, tell him, hey, you want to have a vaginal sectomy or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. If rhinoplasty, so I'm guessing vaginoplasty. That's what I'm guessing. Vaginoplasty, tell him you want to have a vaginoplasty. That's not how that works, man. That's not how that works, okay? That's not how that works. You do not, as far as deny the integrity of yourself to get some kids. You don't do that. Now, I mean to say that in terms of girlfriend, okay? Now, when it comes to just, hey, you just trying to, make something poppin', absolutely, nigga. You become fucking Plastic Man. Just become Plastic Man. Oh, you like cats? I love cats too. Absolutely. I don't like all cats, but some cats, right? Okay, absolutely fucking crazy. That's another thing when it comes to self-awareness. You got to be able to read, okay? You have to be able to read the fucking room. You have to understand that when she's attracted to you and when she's not attracted. Some of y'all shoot yourselves in the foot. I'm gonna be honest with you. And the reason why I know, because I know I've done it myself. And I've told you all about this before, where I've had women guide me. Where I'm still talking and she's ready to let's go. Where I'm still talking to her, well, so, how do you like your job and everything? And she's like, can we go? Well, go. Confused. I'm confused. Go. Where do you want to go? I don't know. I mean, we can go over to that area. She's like, yo, take me home. Let's go. And I'm still on part 1, okay? She's on chapter 5. I'm still reading the fucking cover of the book. That has happened. So everything I'm saying, I'm telling you because I've experienced it. So you gotta be able to read the room, bro. Because a lot of y'all lose it because you don't know when it's to fucking pull the trigger. You don't know when it's okay, we gotta go. Let's go this way. Hey, let's check this out. Or boom, whatever it is. Whatever your transitional statement or reason is, you don't pull it. And then you wonder why you're standing there all these fucking hours just talking to her. And she's like, well, I had fun. Bye. Because she had fun talking to you, but she's now going to go visit me who's going to fuck her. So you have to understand how to make that transition. You have to understand who you're talking to, where her headspace is. You just have to understand that. That's all. Because I've seen that happen. And I've had it happen to me. I've had it happen, bro. I'm thinking, oh, this girl is cool and everything, blah, blah, blah. We're kicking it off. I'm already planning my future with her. I'm like, we're going to have 2 kids. We're going to have a little house, just me and the dogs and everything. I'm going to maybe, chop wood for the fireplace. And the next thing I know, oh my God, come on, let's go. Oh, well, it's nice talking to you. Where are you going? I've had it happen and I've seen it happen, bro. I've had it happen and I've seen it happen. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that's how that works. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? There's nothing you can do about it except learn. That's why I said, I've learned more from my failures than I have from my fucking, successes. Because there are times where you just fall into it, bro. It just falls into your lap. It just does. If you have if you check the tick marks, right? If you check the basic tick marks, it's gonna fall into your lap. Maybe not always, but it'll fall into your lap. And what will happen is that you won't want what falls into your lap. That's a different level of game, where you start going out and you don't want what falls into your lap, because you'll have those women who are just naturally attracted. Hey, how you doing? You know, oh wow, I like your shoes. And you're like, I get it. You're trying to hit on me, and you just cut it off. It's like, oh, thank you. But that's what it boils down to. So all of what I say, the funny shit that I say it because I've gotten a positive reaction from that majority of the time, right? That's the reason why people develop a Rolodex of, you know, lines and certain scripts and behaviors, because it's been positively reinforced. It's been positively reinforced by the women that they're trying to attract. So, as the saying goes, if it's not broke, don't fucking fix it. If it's not broke, don't fucking fix it. However, because I know what is a part of my game, I know what I can put in there and what, you know, won't work for me. Some guys say some shit that I've heard. I'm like, I would never get away with that. I would get slapped in the face if I were to say something like that, right? I would get slapped in the face, because you have to understand. You need to understand your attractiveness. I hate to say that, but you need to understand your attractiveness. You need to understand how many lives you have. Okay, some dudes, right, saying a line, you know, whatever, a straight ahead approach, they'll get smacked in the face. Other dudes saying it, they'll take it as a flirtation. Oh, this guy's confident, right? What is confident for one man is fucking arrogant for another. Just is what it is. So if you're attractive, you have a good physique, and you have a good height, you can't say certain shit, because women are already seeing you as attractive. They're already seeing you as a confident person, if your body language is on point. So you can't say the shit that the other mofo gets to say, right? Because she'll see it from him as trying to be funny. She'll see it from you as being a fucking asshole. But it is your job as a man to decipher the code. So you have to understand this. You have to be, that's why I say number one is social awareness. You have to understand how people receive you. You may think that you're being funny, but they think you're being a fucking douchebag. Now we have a failure of communication. Who does the blame go upon? Is it her because she took the joke the wrong way? Or is it you because you delivered it the wrong way? It's going to be fucking you, because you're the man.